Hey, it's Carrie Flatlaw here at Remax Real Estate Lethbridge and carrieflatlaw.com for Friday Fire. Today is April 3rd. I thought it was March 67th. March was a really long month with the pandemic. So I want to talk about something not related to the pandemic today. Isn't that exciting? I want to talk about staging and how to have a big impact with just some small changes in the choices you make when you stage. So whether you're staging your own house or you have a realtor helping you or a staging company, this is just a little bit of insight into how Carmen and I stage a house, and we've learned a lot of lessons along the way. And I wanted to share that with you because I think it would be helpful. And if there's any realtors listening, you can certainly borrow some of these tips and tricks as well. So first of all, I have to show you this. Look at these ducks. They're just a little bit of joy. Like, I just needed to show you the ducks. Okay. Anyway, so I want to touch on three things regarding staging for impact. First of all is grouping items together to tell a story rather than trying to cover every square inch of space in the house. So you may have rooms in the house that you don't stage at all. For example, some rooms in a basement, you just might decide to leave those alone. The main rooms of the house that you want to create visual impact would be for sure your kitchen and your main bathrooms on the main floor and the master bath. Bathrooms and kitchens really help sell a house. That is where a lot of the cost is in the house in terms of the finishing and the type of cabinets and sinks and hardware and flooring. That is where a lot of the money is spent in the house, in construction or in a renovation. So you want to draw the eye into your kitchen. If it's an open kitchen with a dining room, you want to draw people into that space where they might eat every day. People tend to congregate around the kitchen. We don't really live separately anymore with kitchen in one part of the house and a private dining room in another part of the house. We just don't see that anymore. So you want people to walk into the home and feel like this is a kitchen I can see myself hanging out in, entertaining in, eating with my family in, that kind of thing. The bathrooms matter because, again, lots of money is spent to make a bathroom nice, right? With all the fixtures, the tile work, that kind of thing. So spend your time and money on those areas if you're on a budget, and use groupings of things. So just putting a few little things everywhere in the house does not have a lot of impact. You're better off leaving a room more bare and using more things in one room and creating like a grouping. So a dining room table with really nice place settings and a centerpiece, that will draw the eye. But if there's just a lonely table off in the corner and then a few other sparse things scattered around the kitchen and dining area, it just looks lonely and unloved, and it doesn't create the same emotion. The other thing is, large items are better than small items. So if you have to choose when you're shopping for staging, choose items that have height, like accessories that have height, sitting on a table, a coffee table, on a counter in a bathroom, or near the edge of a tub. You want a little bit of height in certain spaces, not everywhere, but you need some visual height, especially for the photos, or it just won't show up. If everything's flat or low and small, it just will fall flat in a photo and you won't really notice it. And it will also create confusion visually because you won't know what it is. So for example, a centerpiece on a table, you want it to be higher than just something low and flat like a wreath. You're better off having like a very tall piece, like some wide candles, or a dish that is shiny and has height and depth to it with fresh fruit in the dish, or flowers or something like that. Lots of height is important. If the accessories you're using are too small and they're sitting by themselves, like one or two mugs sitting on a counter and they're small, they'll look a bit odd in the picture. They'll just look like clutter, or someone forgot to put them away. But if you have a couple of large mugs sitting on a really colorful placemat with a teapot, now you've got a grouping and it sort of makes sense why it's there. It also creates an emotion as opposed to just a mug or two sitting by itself, right? So you're sort of thinking in terms of a vignette or a story that you're trying to tell. The other thing that you want to do, and this is the hardest lesson to learn in staging because we resist it, is to use very bold color. So when in doubt, go bold. Cream colors, beige, brown, we have a lot of those in our homes already, in our millwork and in the flooring. We just tend to see a lot of that in Lethbridge. And if you add more brown and beige and cream, it's all going to fall flat in the photo. So you want bold color, and then try and use some of that color in different rooms of the house to give some consistency and create a theme. And that really helps to make the home feel welcoming and comfortable and kind of exciting when a buyer walks in. So those are my 3 tips, is use groupings strategically rather than trying to cover every room and every inch of the house. And then use larger items if you can instead of lots of little items. Height is really important. And then go for bold color and contrast with the background colors that are already in the house. I hope that helps you. Those are some really cost-efficient ways to have a big impact when you're staging your home to get ready for sale. If you have any questions, you can always reach me at 403-382-7335. And of course, you can find lots more resources at carrieflatlaw.com. That's Friday Fire for today. Have a terrific weekend. Stay safe, stay warm. It's now blizzarding outside, and we will see you for next Friday Fire. Bye-bye.